Hey, if you feel like you're just running on empty, like life just keeps throwing one thing after another at you, then stick around. This is for you. We're going to break down that feeling and, hopefully, find a whole new way of looking at it.
And I'm not just talking about being sleepy tired. I mean that deep down in your bones kind of tired, you know? The kind that a good night's sleep just doesn't seem to touch. That feeling of being drained on absolutely every level.
You know that feeling, right? You put in all the work, you give it everything you've got, you push, and then, bam, you hit another wall. It could be so incredibly frustrating, like you're just stuck spinning your wheels and getting nowhere.
So yeah, if any of that sounds even a little bit familiar, you are in exactly the right place. We're going to unpack that whole feeling and find a new way to see it together.
And believe me, I get it. I know that little voice that whispers in your ear when things get tough. It's too hard. It's not worth it. Just give up. It's that voice that shows up when no one's watching, when no one's cheering you on for just trying.
So let's start by totally reframing this whole idea. We're going to challenge that core belief that being tired means you're failing. It's time to redefine what real strength even looks like.
This right here, it flips the whole script. Your exhaustion isn't a flaw. It's evidence. It's like the receipt for all the strength you've been putting out into the world, day after day after day.
You know, we have this big misconception that being strong means you're unbreakable, like you're made of steel. But the reality? It's so much more human than that. Real strength is just waking up tomorrow and deciding to try again. That's it. That's the whole game.
And this is a really crucial point. You're not feeling this way because you're lazy or because you're not doing enough. You're exhausted because you care. You care so much about your goals, about your life, about the person you're trying to become. And, well, caring that much is heavy.
Okay, let's move into our next section because this builds into such a powerful metaphor. We're going to start to see your current situation not as some kind of dead end, but as a time of deep, hidden growth.
I mean, really think about that. History, and probably your own life, is full of stories where people were at their absolute breaking point right before everything changed. That feeling, that urge to quit, it's a signal, not a stop sign.
And here's the image I want you to hold on to. Picture a seed. From its point of view, it's just been shoved into a dark, lonely, tight space. It feels like the end. It feels like it's been buried for good. But what is that darkness really? It's not a grave. It's fertile soil. It is the perfect environment that seed needs to gather strength, to grow roots, to get ready for what it's about to become. That darkness, that's your preparation. So please, let this sink in. All this pressure, this struggle, this feeling of being held down, it's not what you think. You are not being buried. You are being planted.
Okay, so we've reframed the feeling. Now what do we do? This next part is all about adopting a champion's mindset. And that's not someone who never feels pain, but someone who learns how to keep moving forward anyway.
Look, the answer isn't to just power through it. That's how you burn out. The real strategy is to be smart about your energy. It is absolutely okay to rest. It's okay to hit pause and catch your breath. It's okay to slow down. The only thing you can't do is stop moving forward altogether.
All right, let's get a few things straight. That voice in your head, making a list of all the reasons you can't do it. I'm too tired, it's too late, I'm not good enough. I'm telling you, you are stronger than every single one of those excuses.
And what about those fears? The ones that seem so big that just paralyze you. The ones that make you want to just freeze. Well, guess what? They are not bigger than you. Your courage, even if it feels like just a tiny spark right now, is more than enough.
And the doubts, the ones that question if you even have what it takes, if you're worthy of success, you are so much more powerful than they are. Your potential is not defined by your moments of doubt.
So here's one last reframe. The struggle you're in right now, it is not your enemy. It's not some random force trying to take you down. This is your training. It's forging the strength you're going to need for what's coming next.
And this all brings us to the final and maybe most important part. Let's look to the future. Let's talk about the story that's still being written, the one where this exact chapter changes everything. One day, you're going to look back at this period of your life. You'll remember the sleepless nights, the tears nobody saw, the battles you felt like you were fighting all alone. And you know what? You're not going to feel the pain. You're going to feel pride. This, right here, this needs to become your mantra. Say it to yourself. You have been through way too much, you've survived too much, and you have fought too damn hard to stop here. This is not the end of the road.
And hey, seriously, if no one else has said this to you lately, let me be the one. I'm proud of you. Not for winning, not for being perfect, but for trying, for surviving, for the simple, heroic act of not giving up. That's everything.
So, what's the final takeaway here? Take a deep breath. Get a tighter grip on whatever it is you're fighting for. And when you're ready, stand up and show life, show your doubts, and show yourself that you are not done yet.